Guys, I just want to do a quick graphic fix here. You can see the grass doesn't look, well, hopefully you can see with the YouTube quality. The grass doesn't look nearly as pixelated. If I was running this at 1080p, it'd look even sharper, but some places I may have to dial down the graphics a bit just because they're really intense. But let's go over some of the parts of the game here that you'll want to know about. First off, there's the party screen where you can have 3 people in a party at a time. And, oh boy, I start with a junk sword. And there's different sockets that you can add gems to. You can see the different qualities here. Shulk, like I said, is kind of a rogue person, so he's more of a damage dealer. Ryan, he's very much a tank. Notice his defense is higher. His scrap driver tends to do more. Well, that wasn't the right button, but you get the idea. And then the other part here is you get arts, which are not at yet, and skill trees and skill links, which have not been introduced yet. But that's what the affinity coins are for, so we'll get there when we get there. But for now, we're just going to do some basic combat, kind of grind our way down, because we are trying to get to Colony 9. So poor little Bunnet is going to get it.
Man didn't even break a sweat.
And look, that Lenny turned into a big treasure chest. And a stiff hair is something sold. There's all kinds of items. We'll get into that a little bit. This game is kind of a collector's dream as it were.
Right, we can definitely do this.
So go ahead and knock you down. Probably didn't mean to do that, but
piece of cake.
Now you see how all these guys' names are gray? That's because they do not aggro when I get near them. That's not going to be the case with all the enemies here. So you see Ryan's hammer beatability.
Hey, I'm feeling it.
Some more of a tank.
We've almost got him. We can definitely do this. We're the best. Let's not lose our heads, though.
Yeah, let's not lose our heads. So actually, let me go ahead and just show you. Oh yeah. The other thing I'm having to deal with right now is just on the emulation is that my dead zone settings don't really want to work. So let's see here. Set up party members and equipment. So it's not letting me move around Shulk and Ryan right now, which is okay. But I'd like to show you what Ryan looks like because his skills and loadouts are different. But I can see this is kind of throttling back for people who are still learning these kind of games. In essence, this is very much, you see he's toppled now. In a sense, it's very much a JRPG.
That was too easy. Man, what a bunch of jokers.
The story, the style of presentation, but there's a lot of Western elements as well. Let's see if we can get that audio fixed. Because we're gonna get some crackling from time to time. There we go, so if we can just change tracks.
We can definitely do this.
That can
Alright.
So we get more levels, more affinity coins. And we learn new arts. And we get collectible items as well. So let me see, I'm gonna have to do one more thing with the emulation here because I don't want you all to just sit and deal with crackling audio. And see, there have been some audio fixes released for this. And as we reload, we get another collectible. Just gotta work with the camera here. Let me see if I got what I need to do. Good. Anytime the audio comes up, I'm gonna try and get the home button to go. Unfortunately, not all the Xbox 360 buttons work with this, but
You're a lifesaver.
let's see if...
Almost there.
I think I've read before that switching to home and just canceling that for a second will help with some of the crackling.
It's over. Who else wants some?
Let's see. Now we get a small Bunnet Crystal, a 9 top, and a Bunnet Paw. Those are all things we can use. Manage arts and skill trees. Still nothing there yet, but... Let's see here. Shulk, they will let me change equipment. What do we get? We got... a 9 top, which is... Let's get some details here. It's light armor, that's what that's what Shulk wants to wear. Ryan wears medium or heavy armor. And that's an improvement for us, so we'll go ahead and equip it. And see, he already looks so different. So we're just going to kill a few more things. Story memo, Shulk and Ryan have managed to fight off their assailant. Ryan now has to go get back to his shift with the defense force, so Shulk and Ryan decide to return to Colony 9. Didn't realize I was still in the menus, but it's nice in case you ever get lost that there are little reminders there for you of kind of what you're supposed to do. So, hitting a few more buttons.
I'm feeling now it's right time. Come on, we can do it.
And we're just
We can definitely do this. Yeah,
like I said, go through, kill a few things,
stay focused.
and advance the story a little bit. Because there's a lot to do in Colony 9. And it's still a matter of whether this is going to be a straight playthrough or how many quests we're going to do.
It's over. Good thing I'm here. No? Anyone?
Love Ryan. Very good. Very just... Oh, wrong button. I'm getting on Xbox. With things that... Okay, I guess part of the problem is that I'm playing Dark Souls so much, so when I target something I try and click the right stick.
I'm feeling up.
Now it's got a home button, that's going to be a little bit of an adjustment.
Let's not lose our heads, though.
No, let's not lose our heads. So, hey look, another caterpillar. Let's pass that.
Come on! Eat this! Now it's right time.
Exactly.
We can definitely do this. Let's go!
Combat, if you've played any sort of
Man didn't
MMO,
even break a sweat.
you'll feel it all.
Let's keep this up.
So we're going to get into things, or we're just going to get a bunch of, well, trash. Some of these things you can sell, some of these things you want to keep for the Collectopedia.
Let's keep up the pressure.
Oh, I just got
this is a
critted.
good pace. Yeah!
The other thing you might have noticed is that between battles your health restores.
Let's not lose our heads, though.
So you see their health goes up, goes up, goes up, so there's not all kinds of wasting time trying to heal between battle, which is why, and I'm going to skip some of these fights and just get to Colony 9. But, actually, let me show you the Collectopedia real quick. Manage items. Just a quick look. You see we've already got a few things we can put in here. And when you fill up all these blanks, you get a special item. Some of these appear far more regularly than others. And you get one of these for every zone you're in. You gotta be careful because sometimes you only get one shot to get certain items, and sometimes certain items only appear at certain times a day. So like I said, we're just working our way down the Colony 9. I'll kill a few things. Just because it seems
You're a lifesaver.
responsible in the RPG sense.
I'm feeling it.
But at least there's a lot of battles that you can skip. So I appreciate that. And just so you can see it, we can go ahead and let's zoom it back a little bit. There's Colony 9 on the horizon. That's where we're headed. Alright. And that's where we are relative to everything else on the Bionis. This game takes place, if you didn't pay attention to the intro, on two giant robot creature things. Or two titans is probably a better way to describe it.
Here we are. I better stop in at HQ. You off to the weapon development lab?
And
Yeah, when I've sold any parts I can't use. Alright, see you later.
And you'll note in these scenes that Shulk appears in whatever armor he's wearing. That's true for everybody, because like I said, there's no FMVs in this. It's all in-game cutscenes, and we just got Shulk by himself. And there's all kinds of things you can do to meet people. So we're actually going to reset our camera first.
I
get a
can
little
feel
closer.
the power!
Yeah, it's just, like I said, it's like a MMO in that, hey look, we get exploration experience. That red item is a rare item. Oftentimes, it's something that someone's looking for that needs to be collected. And there's all kinds of shops. We're not really going to stop the shops yet. Let's see, Colony 9 has multiple landmarks, multiple points. There is a quest giver here somewhere. It's hard to tell. I'm not great with the map. Still. So, here we go. First quest. Defeat the Burnet Bushel near Anti-Air Battery 1. Accept it. Then something to look out for. Okay, here's all your quest explanation. But oftentimes, people give more than one quest, and they don't always pop it up right away. I don't think this guy's one of them. Pick out your best armor and dress for success. Well, that's good, because I only got one right now. Hey, buddies. Let's see what we can get going on. We got Dorothy. I'm the only one stationed in the commercial district that's no fun. I hope the others will visit me. And there's Affinity. The more people you talk to and do things for, you get to go to a kind of, I want to say Suikoden-esque part of the game, which is managing relationships. And here's just Colony 9 and my affinity with it and the people in my party, and so far we have met one person, Dorothy, who is a fine soldier. And it gives you their times active. This is going to be important for trading and recruiting later. You'll see what I mean by recruiting eventually. So I'm just walking around. There's a lot of stuff to do and see. There's another quest giver. That's who I'm looking for. So I've lost something I really need. Will you help me? I'm looking for the key in Colony 9. She can't find the key to her door. Well, that's typical MMO fare. People who are not quite, I don't want to say smart enough, but not capable of handling things themselves, so they're just going to sit and cry on a bench. I don't mind them. So there's another quest giver down there. He's under the bridge. And we're transitioning from day to night. Yes, that quest error says I'm supposed to be going one direction. We'll go over this way first, because there's usually something to collect. There's a Nopon. We'll get to him eventually. I'm going to drop down here. Let's see, who can I talk to? Hey, Miller. I'm here. Skiving off. She won't even come and take me back. She's completely useless. Thanks, Miller. You are now a jerk. That doesn't change, I don't think. So there's an item probably around here. Usually there's a reason you can go back places. And I got a spanner. Probably will need that for another quest later. So let's drop back down here, give everyone motion sickness with the camera. I think I just missed another quest giver. We'll get to that later. Yeah, there's going to be some OCD people that don't like me. Oh, show, okay, Desiree. Terrible with these machines, even ones like this. Would you mind fixing it for me? So I get to fix somebody's machine. Wasn't your father good with machines? I'd have thought fixing things would be the first thing he'd teach you. Desiree's father? No, he's just good. He was amazing. When I was little, I used to marvel at how he swung that hammer. But he's gone now, and as hard as I try, I can't be like he was. I'm sorry, Desiree, I didn't mean to be rude. It's okay, it's so easy to make you get all timid. Seriously, don't worry about it. It's been a good year since then. I'll be back on my feet. A year. Interesting time reference. Anyway, you're not going to fix my watch or not. So, mend the watch in Shulk's lab. Easy experience, and you get muscle up too, which is a gem. Brilliant. I'll leave it in your capable hands. The PAL version, and I believe the US version as well, have a lot of British speak in them. So it might take a while just to fix a watch. And I get an item, Desiree's watch. So here's our quest so far. We're just gonna keep on keeping on. And that person that was a quest giver before, because it's the evening, he's no longer there. We'll get him later. you'll find that very different people hang out in the daytime versus the nighttime. So here's a bunch of Colony 9 residents sitting around. It's a living, breathing world. There's a lot of open spaces to run through. But there's a lot to see. Like that whole section over there. And it's nighttime in the Central Plaza. And here's one of our night people that's standing out. I've lost something. My wedding ring. What do you know? I found it. So it's small. I've been looking all over, but I can't find it anywhere. Can you help me out? And see, you're going to see this. Find the wedding ring in Colony 9 to get experience and monies. I'll accept that. I really don't want my wife to go at me. I'm counting on you. And then you'll see, look, I've already found the wedding ring. So it's nice that it doesn't make you go inventory manage. It just lets you go and complete it. Alright, so I gained a level. I learned art. I got affinity with Colony 6. There's a lot to keep track of, and the quest log will also let you know what quests are complete. You don't get anything on the ground. And yes, there's a jump button. I feel like I knew that before. Don't tell me I went through one whole playthrough of Xenoblade without knowing there's a jump button. Surely that's not the case. That'd be hilarious. So we're just gonna go up here. I want to see what's going on with the fortress entrance. And this is a landmark. Landmarks are nice because you can fast travel between them. Kind of a nice thing that you don't see too often in JRPGs, at least when this was released. So here's nighttime Colony 9, very much a military presence. And all's quiet, all's just very relaxing music.
You idiot! What the hell are you playing at?
Uh-oh. The Colonel's going to explode.
Crashing the mobile artillery into a house. How long have you been in the force?
Sorry, sir. It's just that we were trying to go as fast as we could, like you ordered. But it's impossible to get back to the military district in only 40 seconds.
I don't want any excuses. Champions don't whine. They win.
Yes, sir.
You're a disgrace to the uniform. Are you forgetting the shame you brought on this force during joint maneuvers with Colony 6? Stick your back into it, maggots! Move it!
Yes, sir.
Get the artillery back to the military district, double time! Then I want 1,000,000 press-ups from both of you, and you better not stop until your biceps explode!
Colonel, we can't move the artillery.
What? You better give a damn good reason why.
Sir, the impact of the crash damaged the ether conduction cable. The ether fuel proceeded to leak out, and now the cylinder is empty.
Well, change the cylinder then! Can't you even do something as simple as that?
The auxiliary cylinders have all been used up. It'll be 3 days until more come in, sir.
I told you to keep a stock of fuel in reserve!
Sorry, sir.
You're nothing but slackers!
There we go.
Same old Colonel. At this rate, the men will all be dead before they see any action.
It's nice when you get a punch in the face like that. So we got some quest givers.
What's up?
So here's another quest for a specific monster. So we're gonna try and get to some areas and kill some things. And as you'll see,
What's up?
first off, if you're familiar with my videos, you might be familiar with some cat problems in the background. That's happening right now, but I think I'll be okay. So that guy just had one quest. I figured there'd be more, but it's probably not as many quest givers out during the night, or at least different quest givers. So let me just take a quick pause here. Alright. So here is our next destination.
All right, Shulk? How are you?
Dixon! When did you get back to Colony 9?
Just now. I see you've been busy. Looks like your Monado research has been going well. I made the right choice leaving you in charge.
Your research notes really helped.
So, you can activate it now then.
Well, anyone can activate it. The problem is controlling it.
Yeah, for everyone except him.
Yes. If anyone other than Dunban were able to control the Monado, we could surpass any military force in the world.
You think so?
Excuse me.
What are these hidden functions you mention?
It's still only conjecture, but it's starting to look like the Monado might be something far more significant than just a weapon for defeating Mechon.
I see. And the evidence to support your theory?
It's the symbol that appears in the center when it's activated. What I know is, the central piece is made from multi-layered glass. The symbol appears on the top layer, and each layer is constructed differently.
So it's possible that other symbols could appear on different layers.
Which means...
the Monado might conceal even more power. Am I right?
if we could just unlock the Monado's power.
Dunban! Dunban!
Prioritize the most severely injured! Come on, get a move on!
Dunban!
Don't look like that. I haven't gone yet. Shulk. It was the Monado. It was controlling me. Even so, it saved us. Saved our future. Next, it will be up to you.
Dunban.
Well, I better get the supplies delivered to the defense force. I'll drop round the HQ and see how they're getting on.
Okay then. I'll see you later.
Shulk, you're spending too much time in the lab. Either that or rummaging for junk in the scrapyard. It ain't healthy for a kid your age. That's why you're always looking so pasty. You should get out, get some fresh air once in a while. All right, I'm off.
Doesn't look that pasty to me. But there's the Monado. And we're going to be continuing our step through the exposition here by looking at another part of the story.
Are you awake yet?
Is it time to eat already? You didn't have to bring it yourself. You could have just called me.
Don't be silly. Do you want me to feed you?
Don't treat me like an invalid. I'm better than I was a year ago.
Much better. I really thought I lost you back then.
Yes, but now I'm almost well enough to handle the Monado again.
Dunban, don't say that. The Mechon have gone now. Why would you say that?
I just mean I'm prepared. Sorry.
Okay. More importantly, eat up before it gets cold. I made something really special today.
Don't feel like you need to stay here then, Fiora. Go and make your next delivery.
Huh?
Well, I'm sure you'd like Shulk to try some while it's still hot.
That's okay. Shulk has no sense of taste. He'll say it's delicious even if it's stone cold.
In which case, today he would actually mean it.
Maybe.
I'm fine, Fiora. Off you go.
Okay. Dunban, thanks.
I'm not finished yet. I have to be prepared to use the Monado again.
And we're going to call that an episode for now. And next time we're going to start with a very simple, very JRPG quest. Find Shulk and give him some food. And this is a story quest that has to be completed. So it's something we have to do, and we're going to get to introduce ourselves a little bit more to Fiora, who is not your average female co-star, lead, whatever you want to call it, for a JRPG. But you'll see what I mean as time develops, but for now I hope you've enjoyed seeing sort of the start of Xenoblade Chronicles. We're going to keep this going. That's all for now.